This is the continuation of the first video of playlist Vocabulary Booster Synonyms. I am very sure that this video will definitely boost your vocabulary. Watch this video. 7. Very bad, awful or terrible or wretched. Example, they heard the most awful sounds. The service at that restaurant is terrible. The house was in a wretched state. 8. Very basic, fundamental or primary or elemental. Example, the Constitution ensures our fundamental rights. The economy was the primary focus of the debate. Love and fear are two of the most elemental human emotions. 9. Very beautiful, gorgeous or stunning or exquisite. Example, it's a gorgeous day. Researchers have made a stunning discovery. Her singing voice is truly exquisite. 10. Very big, massive or gigantic or colossal. Example, the fort had massive walls. He has a gigantic appetite and eats gigantic meals. They were asking a colossal amount of money for the house. 11. Very boring, dull or monotonous or tedious. Example, that was such a dull movie I nearly fell asleep during it. The music became monotonous after a while. The work is tedious, but it needs to get done. 12. Very bright, luminous or radiant or gleaming. Example, the room was luminous with sunlight. On her wedding day, the bride looked truly radiant. When his friends laughed at his joke, Deaton's face was gleaming with joy. 13. Very busy, swamped or engaged or occupied. Example, I was so swamped with work on Friday that I can't even really relax now. He was engaged as a tutor. I am already occupied with different tasks. 14. Very calm, serene or tranquil or quiet. Example, she looked as calm and serene as she always did. Since we were the only ones on the beach, we enjoyed a tranquil day. He is a quiet man. 15. Very capable, proficient or competent or adept. Example, she is proficient in 2 foreign languages. Being able to establish credibility is a part of your competence in that job. Melissa quickly became adept at predicting his moods. 16. Very caring, compassionate or benevolent or solicitous. Example, he smiled compassionately at her. He was a benevolent old man and wouldn't hurt a fly. I appreciated his solicitous inquiry about my health. 17. Very careful, cautious or wary or alert. Example, he answered the question with a cautious reply. Be wary of strangers who offer you a ride. An alert watchdog guarded the door. 18. Very cheap, inexpensive or affordable or reasonable. Example, it's an inexpensive perfume. Products sold at affordable prices. He gave us a reasonable price. 19. Very civil, polite or courteous or gracious. Example, she received some polite applause despite the mistakes in her performance. The staff are always courteous and helpful. Thank you for your gracious hospitality. 20. Very clean, spotless or immaculate or unblemished. Example, each morning cleaners make sure everything is spotless. Though old, the books were in immaculate condition. Be sure to select firm and unblemished fruit. 21. Very clear, obvious or coherent or apparent. Example, her reasons for leaving were obvious. The government lacks a coherent economic policy. His guilt is apparent to all. 22. Very clever, intelligent or erudite or smart. Example, he was a bright, intelligent young man of my own age. He was never dull, always erudite and well-informed. A smart reproof is better than smooth deceit. 23. Very cold, freezing or frigid or frosty. Example, temperatures can drop well below freezing in midwinter. The frigid gusts of wind stung their faces. The day dawned cold and frosty. 24. very concerned, worried or perturbed or anxious. Example, after 20 minutes I started to get worried. The news perturbed us deeply. He is anxious to do well in his exam. 25. Very colorful, vibrant or multicolored or rainbow. Example, Hong Kong is a vibrant and fascinating city. She wears a multicolored dress and jewels. All the children run out to see the rainbow. 26. Very confident, self-assured or optimistic or sanguine. Example, the interview showed her as a self-assured and mature student. He is optimistic about the future. He seemed quite sanguine about his chances of success. 27. Very confused, perplexed or baffled or bewildered. Example, his strange behavior perplexed her greatly. It baffled me that he rejected my offer. The bewildered soldier tried to find his way. 28. Very consistent, constant or persistent or relentless. Example, her constant chatter was a nuisance. Flooding has been a persistent problem in the area this year. Relentless in his pursuit of quality, his technical ability was remarkable. 29. Very contrary, confrontational or conflicting or antagonistic. Example, he's got a rather aggressive and confrontational manner. 1,000 conflicting thoughts rushed through his mind. The two groups have always been antagonistic toward each other. 30. Very conventional, conservative or traditional or stereotyped. Example, the conservative old guard had re-established its political supremacy. Kimchi is a traditional Korean dish. While many people believe the stereotype all teenagers are lazy, their beliefs are false. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. More to come, stay tuned. Very happy learning.